This video is about 3 of the biggest mistakes that people facing domestic violence charges can make at their first court dates. My name is Veronica. I am a criminal defense attorney here in Los Angeles, and I help people who have been charged with domestic violence put the cases behind them so that they can move forward with the rest of their lives without these charges following them. So today we're talking about the 3 biggest mistakes that you can make at your first court date if you are facing domestic violence charges. So the first mistake that people sometimes make is that they are late to court. You will see on your citation, it will usually tell you 8, 8:15, 8:30. Court starts at 8:30. You do want to get there probably around 8. The judge will start issuing warrants for people's arrest. I've seen them do it as early as 9, but if you get there late, you are going to annoy the prosecutor. You're going to annoy the judge. You will annoy your attorney, whether it's a private attorney or if you get a public defender, and you'll miss all of the instructions on where to go. If you are delayed for some unforeseen reason, if you have trouble with parking, if there's a long line for security, which there frequently is, you don't want to be feeling even more anxious at that first court date. So do not be late. The second mistake that people make is that they are not prepared for a domestic violence restraining order to be requested by the prosecutor. So if charges are filed against you for every single domestic violence case in Los Angeles County, the prosecutor is going to request a domestic violence restraining order to be placed on you, regardless of whether the victim or alleged victim wants that or not. So for a lot of people, if you're facing domestic violence charges, maybe you live together and you may find yourself homeless effectively after court if you are not prepared for this. And there are certain ways that you can prepare. For example, your attorney can prep if the alleged victim still wants you to be in the home and you live together. Your attorney can prep that person in advance, send you to domestic violence classes. It's somewhat on a case-by-case basis, and also prepare that person to talk to the judge. But more importantly, you need to have a backup plan of where are you going to go if there is a domestic violence restraining order placed on you that stops you from going home. Number 3 is the third mistake is taking the very first deal that the prosecutor offers you. Now, almost always this is not advantageous to you. And the reason for that, and there are some exceptions, and again, it's a case-by-case basis. If you have an attorney, listen to that person. But at the first court date, your attorney is getting, for the very first time in most cases, the police report. And there may be more, there may be body-worn videos, there may be more out there that, especially if it didn't go exactly how the cops are saying it went, which is very frequently the case, there may be more out there that can help you. You should be making an informed decision here, not just rushing to a decision. So in some cases, there may be some strategic reason why you would want to take that offer on the first court date, but in almost all cases, that is not a good idea. And I do see attorneys, when I go to court every day, I do see attorneys trying to push their clients to take a deal on the first court date to just close out the case. And almost always that's not going to be advantageous. Almost always, even if they say we're going to take this deal away after the first court date, we can get them to hold it open. So in most cases, you're not going to want to take that very first deal that they offer you. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If you do have any questions about any of the things that I've discussed on this video, feel free to give me a call. My number is below, and you can also book an appointment for a call for a free consultation below.